Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to near the 22. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And again, it's Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Penix working from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Cut!
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch out!
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Getting out to his left. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10.
Pistol.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Irving on the inside give.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Pistol. Point it right. What's that?
3rd and short, Mayfield. This ball's caught by Palmer. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They only need 1 yard. Let's see if they choose to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
So close to getting off the field. The fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Alert! Good. Real. What's up?
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Regular. What's up?
Baker now off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get the game's first points here in the second. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
He fires one deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Good.
Mayfield will look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Run, run, run. What's that?
Baker now from the gun. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers with 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield fights off the pressure. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Penix on 1st down. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds his target, Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Here's 2nd and 7. Catch is made in close. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Flush down now to his left. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. This one is up and good. And the Falcons get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Johnson with a return here. Big lick from the coverage team there. And that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Baker now. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Escapes out to the left. On the move, chucking it deep down the left sideline. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On the give, this is Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
First down, here's Baker. This one finds Irving. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Pistol.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Good. Hurry!
Motioning the tight end now.
Point it right. What's that?
Here we go. It's Mayfield. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Buccaneers take a 16-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd and 10. Penix to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. And again, it's Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Robinson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
To the air with Penix. Has it down close. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two. They go play action. Here's Penix. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Baker now off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. Has a hole left, room to run. 30. The 10. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They go play action here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Good. That's hot.
Going with Irving here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Good sick. Alert, 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 alert. Real. That's hot.
Here's Baker to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the right. He's got it deep downfield. They get 37 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Good. That's hot.
Running. Oh no, the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. Pitts brings it in. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Here's Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Power 7. Ready?
Throwing now, off play action. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, Penix finds his target, Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Johnson now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Chased out to his right. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Penix now on first down. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger.
They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Falcons holding a 4-point lead. They're now set for first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Buccaneers 30. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Kings! That.
Baker now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
What's that?
First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, alert!
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
And a yard at the Falcons 42-yard line.
What's that?
Second and 1. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Baker throwing again. Getting up, and he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Back to throw. And he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Setting up to pass. Jump off caught by his back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers, 38.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here.
Hey, alert 33. Good. Pistol. Good.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
And he won't reel it in, but wouldn't get them the win anyway. Instead of a 1-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to look, stunt. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Up in up. What you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flow elevator, we face him and Brad. How you want deposit the memo or cash? Red like yellow, like green, like gold. The event, so I take the bank home, but I won't keep quiet. I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called got me alone. I my just to be your home, and I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Stunt.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to lonesome. I made son. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I cheat. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I say loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her Stewart. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
That underground music, riding in the years, not used. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet I step and approve. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You need a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them Tina with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmitt Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing nails, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
Bands of Denzel.
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones for the knowledge. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish